Hello there. Congratulations to all involved in bringing this international summit for peace in Ukraine together at a time when we've been warned of further escalation of the violence of war. And we thank you for inviting IPAN to be one of the voices for peace. The Independent and Peaceful Australia Network, or IPAN, is a network of organisations around the Australian community, faith, peace groups, trade unions, and concerned individuals. We aim to build public dialogue and pressure for change to a truly independent foreign policy for Australia, one in which our government plays a positive role in solving international conflicts peacefully. Within IPAN's broad network, there are many different shades of opinion on the war in Ukraine, but we all agree that the war is a terrible cost for the ordinary people of Ukraine and Russia and has to be peacefully ended. We publicly opposed the Russian military invasion on February 22nd last year, and we maintain that position. The Australian government has declared its opposition to the military invasion of Ukraine, joining the US and NATO policy of seeing a solution to the conflict through a purely military lens. IPAN, while supporting humanitarian aid, opposes these military donations for prolonging the war in the absence of calls for a ceasefire to end the conflict. IPAN is, however, also concerned about the role of the United States, NATO, and Russia exerting its power over and above the authority of the United Nations. And we are very concerned about plans for NATO to exert a greater role in East Asia and the Pacific. In 2014, Australia was invited to the NATO summit in Wales at the very start of the Ukraine internal conflict. The Partnership Interoperability Initiative was launched there, and shortly after, NATO granted tailor-made enhanced opportunities for deeper cooperation with selected partner countries, including Australia. The AUKUS agreement, which most of you will know about, further enmeshes Australia in the US military conglomerate, supporting US ambition to hold on to its empire. For Australians, this is causing growing suspicion and opposition, from anger about the projected costs of the nuclear-powered submarines at $386 billion, to the loss of sovereignty as outlined in the document that was signed in 2014, namely the Forced Posture Agreement, where the United States will have full control over designated Australian territory. And most recently, we have heard in the media of plans to allow the Pentagon to mine rare earth minerals in Australia. So as the war continues with human suffering, loss of homes and infrastructure, IPAN affirms that we stand with the people of Ukraine and the Russian Federation, who call for a ceasefire and for peace talks to begin urgently. We would like to add our support for the Vienna Declaration. Thank you.